I'm sitting out in the patio today because I'm going to be working on my onion project. And for those of you that live in Las Vegas, you need to check out this store if you haven't already. Oh my goodness. I got the best deals. And wait till you see all the stuff that I got. And look at my collard greens. I let them go for a little bit longer and they are just sprouted right back out there. And so did my garlic. Everything is looking really good. I already took my ginger up. And there are my tomatoes. They're still looking really good. Let me see if I can get back here. Hang on. There's my tomatoes. And they're still looking pretty. They're a little small, but I guess that's normal, right? It's December. They don't grow that fast in December, right? Okay, my celery's doing good. And speak of the devil, here she is, sitting out here. I got her sitting out here hanging out with me today. And those plants over there are doing pretty good too. That's my aloe vera. I got some more garlic over there. And there's my other tomato plant. It's looking really good. So. Say good morning. Say good morning. She's looking for a boyfriend. He usually passes by this time of day. All right, let me get started. All right, I purchased 7 pounds of brown onions and 2 pounds of red onions and 2 pounds of garlic. I'm only going to use about 4 pounds in my caramelized onion project, and then the rest I'm going to dehydrate and make some onion powder and some minced onions out of the remainder of my onions. Now this time I am doing this project out on the patio because last time I did this, I cooked the onions in the house. I had some caramelizing in my my slow cooker, and then I had my dehydrator going on, and I must have worked up maybe 6 pounds of onions in that project, and my house smelled like onions for days. Sophie was not happy, neither was I, so I decided to sit out in the patio today because it's a nice day. It's a little breezy and a little cooler, but it's a lot better being outside doing this project. And even though I'm sitting in an awkward position and it is kind of hard to cut the cut the onions up from this position, I'm going to make it work because I'm determined I'm going to sit out here and get this project done. And I will be happy, Sophie will be happy, my house will be happy. So from here on, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to put on some nice soft music like I always do. So you guys sit back and watch me work. In the house now. It took me about 45 minutes to cut up all those onions, and I could have done it with I could have been done in like 10 minutes if I had did it with my food processor, but being as I was sitting outside and I live in an old folks joint, I don't want to interrupt nobody's nap, so and it was nice just to sit out there in peace and quiet. Alright, here's the stuff that I've been collecting in my freezer for my broth, and I already got some chicken parts in there started. And I'm going to put it all together, so let me show you. It smells good already. I had about 3 chickens that I bought whole and cut them up like I always do. But I always keep the wing tips and the backs and that kind of stuff just for making my broth. Waste not, want not. And this is some leftover, actually it's not leftover, it's from Thanksgiving. It's a turkey leg that I took the meat off of. I left a little bit of meat on there. That's going to be good in the broth. And that's part of the, yeah, that's part of the wing and then another turkey leg. Dropping a whole onion in there. And this is the onions that I chopped up out there on the patio. This is their leaves, or actually their skins. Put all those in there. And if you guys ain't saving your parts, your your garbage like Jerry used to call it, why do you got all that garbage in the fridge? It's not garbage, it's what I make my broth with. But save all this stuff, because this makes the better broth than you can ever buy in the store. Trust me. Okay, I have everything in the pot. I also added about 10 cloves of fresh garlic to this, and I'm going to be adding 16 cups of water. This is a big pot, so I can get a whole bunch of stuff in there. And I'm just going to let it cook down as long as it needs to, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. Homemade broth. You can't beat that. Make you some. Here I'm going to add a couple of splashes of this Veggie seasoning, and this stuff is good in everything. I put it in my broth when I'm making it. I put it in my soups, my stews. It's just good on everything. And here's my mushroom powder. A couple weeks ago, I dehydrated some portobello mushrooms and ground them up. I made me some mushroom powder with it, and it too is good in everything, especially soups and stews and gravy. It kind of works like as a thickener too when you add it to gravy. And also on that same day when I was dehydrating vegetables, you remember the mixed vegetables that I dehydrated? I didn't quite care for them in a soup. It's just something about dehydrating vegetables and then rehydrating them, and they just don't have the same kick to me. So I just ground it all up and made me some vegetable powder, seasoned it really good with some garlic powder and some of my onion powder and some salt and pepper, and it is super, super good. And it's good on everything, especially French fries. And I covered up my Dutch oven. I'm going to let it simmer on low for about 4 or 5 hours, and we're done with this part of the project. Here's my onions all sliced and ready to go, and to my onions I added 6 cloves of garlic, and to that I'm going to add 1 stick of my garlic butter that I made a couple days ago, and also I'm going to add 1 stick of regular butter. You know, everything tastes better with butter, right? And there's no such thing as too much butter. Here are my onions after a 6-hour cook, and they caramelized just beautifully and they smell wonderful. I packed them in pint-sized jars, and I'm going to pressure cook them for 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, I'm going to carefully remove the lid. And you see here I have on some oven mitts because I don't want that steam to burn my hand again. And I'm going to lift the lid away from my face so I won't burn my face off. And look at this. This is all worth all the effort and all the crying I did cutting up these onions. Look at those things. They look beautiful, don't they? And from here, I'm going to let them sit on the counter overnight, and then I will store them in my pantry tomorrow. And look at that. Yes, I can pat myself on the back for this project. And these caramelized onions are good on everything. And try putting them on a burger. Just try it. Okay, while my jars are warming up, I'm going to go and get everything else ready. I have the cord sitting on that little thing there. I have my veggies there to keep the cord from dropping in the sink. And here's my green beans. I have them all nice and trimmed up, and here are the ends that I cut off, and I have them soaking in a bowl of some warm water. And while I'm waiting for my jars to heat up, I'm going to get all my supplies together. And at the end of last year, I decided to take advantage of some of those sales that I was able to catch on Amazon. And this was one of them, a 22, 23 day planner. And I snatched it up so quick because it was on sale for like $4. And I thought, you got to be kidding. 8.5 by 11 planner book? Well, here's why it was only $4. Because it started, I covered this up, it started in July. So it was from July to December, and then from January to June for 2023. So I only got a half a year. So I thought, okay, my bad. I should have paid more attention, but that's okay because I'm going to use this for my canning and dehydrating book and anything else pertaining to my food. And for the green beans, I had some seeds. I took some of the seeds out when I was cleaning them out. And so I got the seeds here, and I'm going to let them dry out. And then I looked it up when you plant green beans here in Nevada. And so I can plant them anywhere from March the 8th through the 29th. So I got that in my planner book. Actually, it's over here. See, so I can start planting on the 8th. And I made myself a note that this is the last day to plant it. And my sister neighbor friend behind me gave me some Tabasco peppers. Oh, Sis Marie, I'm mad at you because them things like burnt me up, girl. And she gave me, was it a Scotch bonnet? Oh, I thought you loved me, sis. So I got the seeds, and I haven't looked these up yet, so I'll find out when those are to be planted. But that's okay, so I'll make use of this. I mean, it's, you know, some money spent. So what I ended up doing was buying me another planner book, and this is where I keep all my appointments and anything pertaining to business or my weight chart, anything pertaining to Sophie's medical stuff. So I got one for personal and one for cooking, so I'm okay with that. Waste not, want not. Okay, my pressure cooker just beeped at me. It says time to fill the jars. So I'm going to take the lid off and get my jars filled. So let me see if I can zoom out so you can see what I'm doing. Take a couple of them out so I won't have to come back over here. Okay, I'm going to fill these up to and leave 1 inch head space, which is right there. Oh yeah, look what I found. I was out in the garage packing some stuff away and ran across a kitchen box, so I was able to find my little gadget here. So I'm going to fill the jar up to like right about there. I'm going to be quiet now. Put on some nice soft music and just watch me work like you always do. Everybody's in the hot tub. That's heating up. And then it'll heat up, and then when the water gets to the correct temperature, it'll tell me to add on the regulator, and that'll go right here. And I've learned a better way to put it on so I won't scald my fingers off. Alright, so let me clean up my mess, because from here I'm going to go hop in the shower, put my jammies on. This is my last project of the day. Look, I had a few more seeds in the bottom of my strainer. I'll plant those too. Okay, so it's beeping at me, telling me to put the regulator on. And I'm going to put that right up, where is it? Right there. Here's your regulator. Just like that. Now we're canning for 20 minutes. Alrighty, it is 10:15 and we're done. The little valve on the top is down, so that means I can safely remove the lid. Okay, so let's get this done. I'm going to leave the jars in there for about another 5 minutes or so, and then I'll take them out. Might as well take this off. Lift it away from me so I won't burn my face off. Ooh, Lordy. And we're done. And I love having fresh produce on my pantry shelf, and it's ready to eat anytime I'm ready for it. And if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by and spending a couple of minutes of your time with me today. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that thumbs up button, and leave me a comment if you wish. I answer all of my comments and share my link with everyone you know in the universe. And you guys, please be safe out there, be blessed, and keep on cooking.